Grab your favorite cup of tea or coffee and come sit down and have a conversation with me. Are you in a stage of life where you look in the mirror and you don't recognize the woman looking back at you? You're like, who is she? Where did she come from? Where did those fine lines and wrinkles come from? Or maybe those bags under my eyes? Kind of dark under there. Skin around here is getting a little saggy. And maybe a little bit more transparent. A little less hair up here than I had before. I'm feeling a little moody, a little forgetful sometimes, anxious, tired, kind of weak. And let's not even talk about that little pouch that formed around my belly. Where'd that come from? Is that where you are right now? Is that how you're feeling? Well, my friend, welcome to midlife and menopause. I know exactly how you're feeling. I felt that way more than 5 years ago. I woke up one morning and looked in the mirror. I'm like, who the heck is that person looking back at me? It seemed like I got old overnight. Had fine lines and wrinkles that weren't there just the other day. My skin started to get really crepey and droopy. My hair was lackluster, to say the least. And I was tired all the time, and I wasn't sleeping well, and I sure was moody. I was moody for sure. And forgetting things, had a little bit of brain fog, and the weight gain, wow, that was probably the most frustrating part. So, yeah, you're not alone. We're all here at some point or another at this stage of life, unfortunately. But the really exciting part is it doesn't have to be an ending point. It doesn't have to be like this. We can take the time, you can take the time, I can take the time to reflect inward and to pause and take a moment and think about, what do we want this next chapter to look like? Because hormone imbalance is part of the problem, and the decline in our hormones, estrogen and the progesterone, but it's not the full equation. It's also us burning the candle at both ends. It's also you and me doing all the things. Parenting, caregiving, killing it in our career, being responsible for all the household stuff, the laundry, the bills, the groceries, the daily meal planning, plus showing up at work and doing all the things there. It's a lot, and we tend to put ourselves last. So this moment in time, this forcing us to slow down a bit, this looking in the mirror, not recognizing the woman looking back at us, is an opportunity to pause. It's a wake-up call, in essence, telling us, hey, wait a minute. Now's the time to start focusing on me. Now's the time to start paying attention to what I need and what I want my life to look like. So you're not alone, you're not behind, and you're not failing. This is just nature's way of saying it's time to put ourselves first. So this is giving you permission to do that. So I invite you to pause, to reflect, to look inward, and to start giving yourself some time to really get to know who you are at this stage, what matters to you, what excites you, what lights you up, what gets you motivated and wakes you up in the morning. Because I can almost guarantee you've probably forgotten what all of those things are. I know I did. I got lost in the craziness of the everyday responsibilities and activities that needed to get done, and basically lived on autopilot mostly. So I'm honestly thankful for this time. I'm thankful, and I'm sure you will be too if you reflect upon it, for that wake up call when I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize who that woman was looking back at me. That opportunity to stop and say, oh, wait a minute, what's going on? And giving me a chance to, and you a chance to take a look at what really matters. So I invite you to make a plan, to build a vision for what you want this stage of life to look like, what you want this next chapter of your life to reflect about you, and get very clear about what matters most. And if you need a little help with that, I've got you. I created a Midlife Vision Statement guide. It's a free guide that helps walk you through the different things to think about and contemplate and reflect upon, and help you get very clear about what you want this stage of your life to look like, how you want to feel, who you want to be, who you want to surround yourself with, what you want to experience, all that exciting stuff. A lot of times we do that for our career. We have a vision for our career, we have a vision for our life, but we don't really have a vision for this particular moment in time and what we want to experience and what we want to feel and what we want to see and do and all those exciting things and who we want to be. So I invite you to consider exploring building a vision statement for this stage of life. And if you want some help with that, and what I've shared today kind of hit home and resonated with you, and like, yeah, I get it, that's me, I hear you, then drop vision in the comments and I will send you my free guide to help you get started on clearly defining what you want this next stage of life to look like. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for joining in on the conversation. Be sure to come back next week as we continue the conversation of all things midlife and how we can be empowered to live the best part of this stage of life in a vibrant and an exciting way.